And hello everybody. It is Friday, January the 11th. I've got mail, I've got updates, I've got scheduling and meet and greets, I've got a cat, and all sorts of stuff. Looking forward, we're going to have some fun. Well, let's see. I don't know if it played or not. That looked really weird. You just get to watch the end of the intro this time. You know, technology sometimes. Anyways, I hope everybody is having a wonderful day, that you're ready for the weekend. It is raining outside. We thought we were going to get snow, and lo and behold, it looks like it's just going to be rain. Boo! Looking forward to a snowfall at some point, but... as you can see, I do have a little bit of a stack of mail. I'm going to talk about some of that coming up here. First things I want to talk about before we jump into questions and stuff. Yeah, it did not play. I had a feeling. Trip coming up here in just over a month. We are going to be at Walt Disney World, my daughter and I, from February 20th through the 26th. So I do want to flash our schedule up on the screen just a little bit for you, so that way you can kind of see where we will be and when we will be and where you can meet us, because I know I have people that ask me about that. Let me see my little deals here being weird. There we go. And let me stretch this so you can actually see it. There you go. So as you can see, on Wednesday the 20th, we are going to be at Magic Kingdom. On the 21st, we will actually be at Universal Studios all day. On the 22nd, Epcot. On the 23rd, Disney Springs. And that is when we're going to be doing our meet and greet at about 11 o'clock. We will be meeting down at the Cirque du Soleil building. It's nice and quiet down there, so it's nice and easy. And then, when we get to the next few days after that, on the 24th, we will be at Animal Kingdom. And the 25th, Hollywood Studios. And I think I actually have those backwards. Nope, I guess not. Okay. So 24th, Sunday is Animal Kingdom. 25th is Hollywood Studios. So if you're able to be there, we would love to meet up with you. If you see me in the park, say hi. But, of course, the big meet and greet is going to be at 11 o'clock down at Disney Springs. So I really hope we get to see everybody there. I'm looking forward to it. We had a great time last time I got to do a meet and greet, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope the rain does not freeze tonight. Actually, Drew, the latest report says it's probably going to say just rain for us. Springfield, which is about 45 minutes north of us, north and east, they're talking about like 1, maybe 2 inches, but our little corner of Missouri is just all rain, so really kind of a bummer. Now, St. Louis is getting a bunch. Kansas City is getting a bunch. If you watch the football game tomorrow, Kansas City, they're talking 10 inches to a foot of snow by the game. So it's going to be quite entertaining to see how it all comes out. So let's see. That's the Disney trip coming up in February. Now, we will also be back down in Florida again July 22nd to August 5th. I've actually got business meetings that will keep me occupied from like August 1st or 2nd through the 5th. But the whole last week and a half of July, we're hoping to hit Disney World. We're hoping, if things work out and I can manage to get tickets, to go to Busch Gardens and or SirWillow and or Legoland and hit a few of the places that we haven't been able to visit in quite a while. So we will have a good amount of time. So if we don't get to see you on this trip in February, then look for us in July. And then, of course, in October, it's Disneyland. October 1st through 6th, we will be out in California, and I can't wait, because it'll be almost 20 years. So, let's see, trying to catch up, 3 inches of snow, going to Disney World in July, awesome. Let's see here. Oh, any plans to come to Frontier City? At this point right now, Epic Ocelot Gaming, I don't. But don't hold me to that, because I didn't plan on going to Six Flags St. Louis or Cedar Point last year, and I did. So, I don't know everything that's going to come up next year, but it's possible. It's been last time I was at Frontier City was actually the same year I was at Disneyland last. So, 2004. It's been a long time. Yeah, last time I was there, it actually was a Six Flags park then, too, and then it wasn't for quite a while, and now it is. So, kind of funny. My FastPass recommendations for Epcot, whatever you can get. I prefer rope dropping soaring because you can get that pretty quickly. You don't need to FastPass it. So use your FastPass for Frozen. I don't even know what that would be. Frozen. If you really want to see Frozen, as far as the ride goes, if that's not a big interest to you, then Test Track is definitely the other big one. And then maybe Character Spot. Spaceship Earth, skip it. Come back to it in the afternoon or evening, and the lines will be short, and you don't need a FastPass for it. So, let's see here. And I'm just kind of looking over all my other stuff here. So there's a few things that I have going on. How did I get my job as a PhotoPass photographer? Was I a photographer before? That's a good question, Turtle Guy. I'll come back to what I was going to say in a second. I was an amateur photographer, which means I took pictures on a basic little Kodak Instamatic camera, one of the first digitals out there. I won't say I was a great photographer. I really didn't know much about being a photographer, and PhotoPass taught me. I answered a want ad. They had a classified ad in the newspaper, and I responded to it, and I got the job. That's short answer. I do actually have a video that talks about how I got my job. There's actually two. One talks about how I became a cast member, and then the other one how I got my job, how to get a job at Disney. So look those up, and that'll answer all that. Single ride test track is also a good means to do it. It depends upon if you want to do the whole car creation thing. If you really want to create your own car, then you can do it. Although, then go through FastPass. If you don't, do single rider. So I have a big drive coming up here that I'm hoping all of you can help me with. I am at 28,500 subscribers. I am 1,500 subscribers away from 30,000. And so I've got a push going on. I want to hit 30,000 subscribers before I go to Disney World next month. So I'm hoping you will help me push out the word. I'm going to be doing a couple things here for 30,000 subs. I was actually talking to my patrons today in a video conference call. Hey, there's a good reason to be a patron. And we were talking about some ideas for video. We're going to do something fun. We're going to do something special. And I think we're kind of agreeing it's going to end up being something a little bit on the crazy side. So we will definitely have some fun with it. Looking forward to your ideas as far as what kind of video. But I'm also going to do some giveaways. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to do these yet. I'm not locked in on the prizes. I will probably give away a couple SirWillow shirts. And then I'm also looking at doing a pin giveaway as well as part of it. And I've got just a couple pins. These are possibilities. Nothing is in stone. But you may get those. I actually do have a cast exclusive pin I'm going to give out. This one I am pretty sure because I've got a couple of these. And that would be this one right there. This is actually for, let's see if we can get you a good look. There's a decent looking one. This is actually one that you can get going through the learning connection spot where you get classes and stuff. So give you a couple interesting looks at things there. Let's see here. Ooh, Legos would be cool, Joseph, and Legoland Windsor would be awesome. So, Mickey's Not So Scary is awesome. If you didn't see my video from Not So Scary Line Blade, go back and check it. It's really cool. We absolutely loved it. And actually, the plan in October when we go to Disneyland is to catch their version of Not So Scary as well. So we are excited about that. We've actually got a few things with the October chip that really have me excited. We found out that there's a Jim Boy's Tacos right by where we're staying, which I grew up eating Jim Boy's Tacos. If you've never had a Jim Boy's Taco, and it's a California thing, especially a Sacramento area thing, they are awesome. Incredible tacos. I actually based my homemade tacos on them. So I'm excited about that. We've actually got two of our friends from Florida that are going to join us. In fact, they'll be with us at Universal. I don't see Aaron on here now, but you may see Aaron pop in a little bit later. So that's all going to be happening. But we want to hit 30,000 subscribers. So help me get there. Spread the word, post on forums, share the videos, do stuff like that. Because the sooner that we get to 30,000, the sooner I'll do the giveaways and the sooner I'll do the special video. And so we want to hit it quick. I do also have something extra I want to open up here. And this actually came from Aaron Chanica, the guy who's going to join us at Disneyland. And he's going to be at Universal with me and my daughter. In fact, if you go and you watch the Epcot video where we ate at Tepanito, so Epcot and Disney Studios from this last trip, Aaron and Laurel are with us. They're the two that are going to Disneyland. But this envelope has something very special here. It has a stack of stuff. Yes, it has a bag in it. Did I get to see Mary Poppins Returns? I actually did a whole review on it, Colin. Gotta check out the videos. You might have missed it, so make sure you go back to the channel and see what we've done lately. But this package has a whole bunch of postcards. I have been talking about patrons, people who are signed up by January 15th at $1 or more a month will get a postcard from me mailed from Magic Kingdom. So there's all sorts of them here. There's some Frozen ones, and there is some Mickey and Minnie, and I will actually fill these out, address them to you, drop them in the mailbox at Magic Kingdom. Now, if you sign on to Patreon before January 15th, you will not get billed until February 1st. That is the billing date. But you can sign on at that point. So anybody who signs on to Patreon at $1 a month, you're going to get a postcard from Magic Kingdom from me next month. So there's your incentive to join up. Sign up for a month, pay $1, sign back out again. Hey, cover the cost of the postcard. So, let's see. Kind of checking up. Yes, Mary Poppins was a good movie. It really was. We really enjoyed it. Cookie Lady! I missed the Cookie Lady. So, let's see. Julie Anderson, one and only Mary Poppins. Laura, you really need to watch the new one. I have to say, she did such a fantastic job, and I'm having an old man moment. I just went blank on the actress's name. She based her Mary Poppins on the books, because the one in the books is really kind of a snot. But did a great, great job. As soon as I saw her, yes, she very much felt like Mary Poppins for me. So, very pleased. Yeah, it'd be weird next month for the mail to be reversed, wouldn't it? I got to pick up the postcard I dropped. So I think that's all my commercials. That's kind of the stuff coming up. I do have some stuff on Branson coming up as well. Talking a little bit about collabs, answering postcards. I think I'm just going to keep my glasses on because otherwise I'm going to miss what y'all are saying. And we've got a bunch of you that are on here right now. Whew. Let's see. I've got 61. Emily Blunt. Thank you so much, Joseph. I knew it, but couldn't get it to come out. So, but I thought she did a great job as Mary. I really did. So I have this whole stack of mail here, and going to try and dig through that a little bit. I actually got a couple of these right after the Christmas mail call. So there's a couple Christmas cards here. But excited about that. So how many of you are going to be able to make it down to Disney World next month? Let's see. Ooh, got to be asked to be friends with Elsa for an elementary school dance. That's really cool. Rebecca, talk to me, chat with me afterwards on Facebook, and I'll give you what little bit of advice I can. I was never friends with any characters in that way. They were friends of mine, but I wasn't friends with them, if that makes sense. So I can't necessarily give you a whole lot of advice. And then Anna and Elsa were not meeting in the parks when I was there, so... Frostiac for real. What is my favorite SDC ride? I am laughing because we actually talked on the Patreon channel earlier today about how long until somebody asks a, what is your favorite question? And my standard answer is, I do not pick favorites because it depends upon my mood and everything. However, I will answer that one. My favorite SDC ride? The train, of course. That's where I worked. First one is a card from Barry Hom. As all of you know, Barry loves writing to me, so does Drew, so I get a bunch. Let's see. And it says, peace in your heart, joy in your life, and a sense of hope in the coming year. See if I can get that up there so you can see it. There it is. And it is. These are my wishes for you. Happy New Year. Don't party too hard. Let's see. We did stay up to ring in the new year. We opened up a bottle of sparkling grape juice, toasted, and I think we were in bed about 12:30, 12:45. Isn't that sad? Yeah, Corey, Corey, where are you at school? Because the meet and greet is on a Saturday. And I deliberately did it so people that are in school might be able to make it. Let's see. This is a card from Heather Mooney. who's asked me a couple times, oh, this is really cool. So it says, Merry Little Christmas. Heather actually joined us in October for some of our time at Epcot. She got to ride Soaring with us, and can't remember, we went shopping and then headed over towards Frozen and stuff. So thank you so much, Heather. How do they decide to spread a little magic on some of the guests? Basically, Val, it depends upon who it is and what it is, but it's generally pretty random, and it's a guest that you decide that you like. But it depends on what you're doing, and if you're looking for somebody specifically to do magic, or it's because you've been talking to them and you know what, I really like these people, let's do something special. So it fluctuates, and I can see that Aaron made it. Okay, so everybody look at Aaron Channing and go. Just remember, Aaron, you're going to be on my dime in October. No, I love Aaron to death. Let's see. Yeah, Disney Park in South Africa. I don't know that they would get enough traffic there, though, Arctic Elephant. That would be the problem. So, currently mascotting for your high school. That's very cool, Mike's Coaster Adventures. Lion Blade got stuck on a small world with no lights. The music was off, but the dolls were still moving. Okay, that would almost be creepy. Although I think I would prefer that to the way I got stuck with the music going and going and going and going. I can handle the music while the ride's moving, but if it stops like that, oh. This is a card from Barry. Oh, cool. You have learned much this year. Indeed, you are powerful with the Force. Prepare for birthday fun. Woo! Well, Aaron, okay, we got you one raspberry. We'll get you some more. Would have sent the card earlier, but I was sick for a while, and I understand how that goes, Heather. Thank you so much for the card, though. That was great. Aaron, you got timed out. Oh, okay. I guess too many P's in there, Aaron. That's kind of funny. Oh, okay. He'll be back in a few seconds. So, that's hilarious. Another card from Barry. Wishing you a happy birthday tomorrow. I think we're just staying home and doing nothing tomorrow, which I'm at that age where that's a nice birthday. It's time for fun. Your birthday's here. Hope your smile goes ear to ear. Happy birthday, Barry. Who's better, Darth Vader or Kylo Ren? Darth Vader. Kylo is a Darth Vader wannabe. I mean, after all, he's looking at the mask and everything. That's all he wants to be is Darth Vader. So, he wants to be his grandfather. Let's see. Then we have one more from Barry. This is also a Happy New Year postcard. Now, Colin, you can actually see us stuck on Small World if you go back and look at the Small World in 360 degrees. That's the ride we got stuck on, and so you can see what we're going, oh my goodness. That's pretty funny. Let's see. Oh, you got invited? Really? And Aaron, you got invited to go to the top of the aquarium at Epcot and they didn't throw you in? That's pretty amazing. I would have thrown you in. Frostiak, you're afraid to ride most rides? You would still like Walt Disney World, though, because the rides like Pinocchio and Snow White's the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and they're gentle, friendly rides. They're not scary rides. They have a couple that can be that way, but for the most part, they're very family-friendly. Hey, Sealy. My dog's over here scratching. Come here. Come here. There you go. Say hi, Sealy. Yeah. Doesn't she look happy? Looks kind of scared, doesn't she? Are you saying you went down? Oh, at least you got a little wave. My other one's down here being jealous. Okay, come here. There. Now you can say hi to everybody, too. Happy Puggle Day. Yes, happy Puggle Day. Okay. Alright, hop down. Alright, Peter Pan is what I was thinking of calling Pinocchio in Walt Disney. There is a Pinocchio ride at Disneyland Paris, and there's one at Disneyland, but, no, there's not one at Walt Disney World. There used to be. I'm sorry. Peter Pan, Winnie the Pooh, Haunted Mansion isn't that scary, so no hair and nice lion blade on the difference there. So, was I ever afraid of any roller coasters when I was younger? So, Joseph, you need to go back and you need to look for my video on Cedar Point, and I think that you will really enjoy it. That's all I'm going to tell you. So, go to my channel search function and look for, or not Cedar Point, Knott's Berry Farm. I'm sorry, I'm getting everything mixed up today. So look for the video on Knott's Berry Farm, and I think you will definitely enjoy the story I tell there. Best memory on a roller coaster. Okay, so Epic Ocelot, here's how I'm going to answer that one. Go to the video on Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, and that will tell you my favorite memory of a roller coaster, specifically. So, easier to give the answers and send you to those and take a whole lot of time repeating myself. Let's see. Someone's... Sure, Aaron. Let's see. So this is a card from Drew Palmquist, and this is automatically an awesome, incredible card. Happy birthday to the greatest all-around 49ers fan in the world. Yes. And hey, we get second pick in the draft this year because we had all our main guys injured. It was terrible. Go 49ers. Oh, this is actually kind of neat. It's actually got all these historical facts here, which I assume we'll probably talk about Bill Walsh and the 5 Super Bowls that we won, including the one under George Seifert and all that. And, oh, let's see. Yeah, oh, wow. Going all the way back to 1946 in the founding. Eddie DeBartolo Jr. I miss Eddie DeBartolo. He was a great owner. So, am I having a senior moment? I have lots of senior moments, Drew. So I've got 2 more cards here, and then I'm going to start attacking those. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about Branson as well, because there are a lot of things happening in Branson coming up. So I will talk a little bit about those. Three Caballeros is a good, easy ride. Almost everything at Epcot is very gentle. Test Track is as close as you get to a thrill ride at Epcot, and that's not really a thrill ride. Animal Kingdom, go on everything except for Expedition Everest. I mean, Pandora is really not scary. So there should be a lot of stuff that you can do. What new attractions coming to Disney parks am I most excited for? That's actually a really tough question, Colin. I love Ratatouille in France, so that is going to be really cool. The Tron coaster is going to be really cool. Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm looking forward to, even though it's in the wrong park. So there's several things that are going to be really exciting. And then, of course, there's Star Wars, which I can't wait. I'm going to see Star Wars at Disneyland because we'll be there in October. So that's going to be awesome. So let's see here. So we got birthday card from Barry. This is something like that. My wife was walking over and she just looked at me like, what? No, dear, if it was you, it'd be but let's see what kind of reaction that gets from the people watching. Anyways, to a kid who's approaching Wookiee levels of awesome. COF, Mission Space, debating the definition of intense. Yes, it pulls some G's, and if you do something silly like look sideways while you're doing it, it can get you sick. But honestly, it's not the scariest ride by any means, because it's not the fastest. It doesn't do anything that makes you think you're going to drop and fall like Tower of Terror. It doesn't give you roller coaster drops like Expedition Everest, or a launch and loops like Rock and Roller Coaster. Roller Coaster, yeah. So, I don't know that many people that have gotten scared on Mission Space. More getting motion sickness is the problem there. Is there a lot at Disney World a 6-year-old can ride? Just about everything, Jesse. And that's at all of the parks. Yes. So, in fact, first time I took my kids to Disneyland, which is very similar to Magic Kingdom, they were 4 and 5 years old, and they had a blast. So, yeah, lots and lots to do. Random question about Walt Disney World. Do they have any of their classic rides still? Absolutely. Most of the rides that were there when the park opened are still there. They have changed a couple of them, like Snow White is not there anymore. That's not where the Princess Meet and Greet is. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is not there anymore. It has been replaced by Winnie the Pooh. But Autopia is still there. Space Mountain is still there. Haunted Mansion is still there. Jungle Cruise is still there. The island is still there, so you can take the rafts, Tom Sawyer's rafts off the island. You've got Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Splash Mountain wasn't an original, but it was close. The carousel is there. So, yes, there's a lot of original stuff at Magic Kingdom. How much snow do we have? None. We're going to end up with just rain. It's all going to be north of us. Going to be a lot north of us, but... So, card from Drew. Excitement is always around the corner. It's not even NASCAR season. That looks like Joey Logano's car with no sponsorship. Oh, he's got stuff falling out at me. Hope you spend your day in the victory lane. Thank you so much, Drew, and I will use that for a lunch. That is very cool. Let's see. Thank you so much for thinking of me, Maddie. I've been thinking of me, too. I try not to think of me too much, though. It gets scary. It gives me nightmares. Have I ever been to Bahia? Nope. Can't say that I have. I think my mouth needs to be rebooted. Actually, the problem, Lenny, isn't my mouth. It's the fact that my brain is processing stuff so fast that the mouth can't get it out. So it's a problem I've always had. The people in my church laugh because I probably every 2-3 weeks I get a moment in it. New roller coaster, Silver Dollar City in 2019. No. 2019 at Silver Dollar City is the year of the shows. And I'll take a moment here and we'll talk about Silver Dollar City. Because I'm actually wearing my Silver Dollar City shirt. Silver Dollar City this year has a lot of new shows going in. They've got a brand new huge summer production. They've got a bunch of concerts. It's actually going to be really, really cool. But the big thing happening is not going to be a coaster. It'll actually be in 2020. The Lost River, which was the Rapids ride, is gone. It is completely leveled, wiped out. It's all a big dirt pile now. They have also taken out the old Rib House and almost pretty much anything that was on the lake side of that walkway is gone all the way up to the barn swing. The lake even has been leveled out. We don't know what's going on. They have not said anything. But the strong rumors are it's going to be an updated new version of a Rapids ride. Don't know that it'll be called Lost River, but it will be there. And then that's the rumor. And then the rumors also say that there will be 1 or 2 more eateries, a new barbecue place, and possibly even more than one ride. We'll have to wait and see what they say. They probably aren't going to say anything until later this year. But, Aaron, don't think about them too much. What rides do I suggest for riders that have autism and don't like going fast? Maddie, assuming that you're talking about Disney, the people I've known that have had autism have liked most of the rides. Just don't go on roller coasters. So there's so much to see and do. You have to remember, Magic Kingdom has like 40 different rides and attractions. And then you do that same kind of number with all of the parks. It's easier for you to go through the list of rides and see what's there and see what they're like than me try to tell you everything. Because I could go on for hours about it. So, yeah, I know. It's kind of scary. And then it depends upon the type of autism and how severe and how they react, because there's a lot of different spectrums of autism. You may have somebody that's mildly autistic. My niece is moderately autistic. And then you may have severe autism, and they're all going to react differently. So, John, welcome. Yes, good to talk to you. John got to beat me on Rhino Rally. He was there before I was, and he got to actually drive right up to the Gators. I had a wall when I drove through the Gators. So good to see you, John. But anyways, yeah, Silver Dollar City has a lot going on. There's a few other things coming up in Branson as well. The Starlight Theater is no more. It is being replaced with a National Enquirer attraction. Ugh. The old Baldknobber Theater is gone. They have leveled that. They're now bringing in one of those crazy museums where the house looks upside down. Those are actually really cool. There's one down in Orlando, so and in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. So that will be really cool. There's some things going on with the RFD Theater, and then they actually just announced that one of the go-kart tracks is trying to get clearance for a new ride. The place that has the huge Ferris wheel, they are trying to bring in a skyscraper. Now you're kind of going, what on earth is a skyscraper? Well, let me see if I can show you here. That is a skyscraper, and it rotates around, and it is fun. It is an incredible ride. I actually got to ride one several years back when we lived in Southern California, and that is me on this skyscraper. Essentially, it's like a skyscraper at the Ventura County Fair, and you can see I'm getting ready to go there, and that one was called a booster, and there we go, rotating around. A lot of fun. Great ride. So I'm really looking forward to that coming, because if they put that in, I will be one of the first ones out there to ride it. So, let's see. Autopia and Disney World's closing temporarily. Yeah, they will close it for a little bit. I don't know the dates offhand, but as they get working on Tron, I know the train is closed right now, but with the work they have to do on Tron, they're going to have to close Autopia. Actually, it's called the Indy Speedway at Walt Disney World. Autopia is the one at Disneyland. And so it'll be closed for a little bit, but they'll get it back open again soon. Let's see. And yeah, I saw somebody... hope we can meet sometime when I'm at Disney. Well, Rebecca, I've announced my dates. I hope you can be there for one of them. That would be really cool. Yeah, National Enquirer attraction is... I'm like, really? Why? Yeah, Skyscraper, though, is going to be fun. I know Skyscraper is one of those that, yes, it would be too scary for a lot of people. I found it a blast. I can't wait to get on it. Walt Disney World does have the Enchanted Tiki Room, and it is the original show. They had for a while under new management with Iago running it, and it was terrible. But the old show was back, and so very excited about that. And of course, you got the Dole Whips right outside, so you got a Dole Whip, and then you go in and watch the show. The train at Walt Disney World, yeah, it's only closed temporarily, Corey, because they're building this huge ride, and they kind of have these train tracks in the way, and there's no way for them to run the train while trying to build this ride. So, Star Wars launch, June at Disneyland, fall is all they've said, probably late fall at Walt Disney World. Expect around November somewhere. It's going to be cool. All right, so let me get a couple of these things. I've actually had this package sitting here for a little bit. This is from Michelle. And Siles? I'm going to just totally say this wrong. Let me show you the name here without trying to get the whole address. There you go. So this is from Michelle in Texas. Only time Disney retracted an IP, yeah. Actually, the reason they removed under new management wasn't just because it was bad. They actually had a little bit of a fire that damaged a couple of the animatronics. And so they had to close it because of that. And at that point, they figured, you know what? We can't do the new show because of the fire, so we'll just go back to the old one. So, yes, the fire helped bring it back. What's up? Not much. Opening packages. Corey Page, what ride is being built? Tron. T-R-O-N. Tron. Just like the Tron coaster. I thought I said that. Did I not say it? Somebody tell me, did I not say Tron already? Or am I really losing my mind and thinking I said it and didn't? So, yes. Yep, Iago burnt to a crisp, but I didn't mind Iago burning to a crisp. It's terrible. Aaron, I'm going to go soaring on your back. Anyway. I gotta be careful. I will say stuff to Aaron that I won't say to other people, and that isn't necessarily appropriate to say to other people. So, let's see. Okay, so we got the envelope emptied. There's brochures. There's cardboard. Okay, I'm in a weird mood. I'm sorry. Valerie Black Cat's Rule. What's your favorite ride at Silver Dollar City? Didn't I have this question already like 15 minutes ago? The train, Valerie. Pay attention. Now, I'm assuming that you joined late. That's okay. So, so let me see what... Oh, that's a pretty card. We actually have a church here in town that looks a little bit like that. Very much like that, except they lost their steeple. Had some roof damage. And big note. Hang on just a second. Sealy. Psst. My dog's over there scratching away. Love the Mickey hat behind me. Yeah, I wonder where that one came from. Actually, that was a Christmas present that I got. Here, let me show you this hat. Ooh. Get it down without knocking everything over. So this is one of my Christmas presents this year. And I'm kind of like, ooh, I almost don't want to wear it. Because you can see the Mickeys. And then you can see 1980 and 1950. And, of course, this is Florida. So, I mean, just a really neat hat. Showing all the Mickeys from going back in time. So, I will put that over there and put it back up later. Okay, so let me read this card here from Michelle. It says, Dear SirWillow and family, I hope this finds you well. Your videos are such a joy to watch. I don't think I'll get back to Disney World anytime soon. I really like the stories about dealing with guests. Here, make sure you can see that. I've worked in many customer service jobs, and I've talked to many of these people. If I don't get back there, I hope I have your videos. These videos also help me when I feel bad. I have a... let's see. In this envelope, I've included some things, pamphlets and guidebooks from the Texas Hill Country. I picked them up in New Braunfels, Texas. We vacationed there for Thanksgiving. My husband and I were married there in 2011. Hope you enjoy the pamphlets. Michelle. I haven't been to the Texas Hill Country in years. We lived just outside of Dallas, south of Dallas, in a town called Waxahachie for a couple years when we were in college. And we went over to the Hill Country one year for Christmas. And I don't even remember which town it was, but the whole town was lit up. It was so neat. But we didn't get down to New Braunfels, which I kind of wish we had because it's got all sorts of stuff there. This is one of the brochures. You see it's got the original Schlitterbahn and all sorts of stuff there. Neat town. I haven't made it there yet. One of these days. And then, let's see. Oh, she's actually got 2 editions. That was 2 years ago. Then you've got this year's edition too. And then several brochures here. There is the Battle for Texas experience. That actually sounds like it would be fun. I wonder how many of the flags they cover there. Because, you know, Texas had 6 flags over it. Six Flags Holiday in the Park, sponsored by HEB. I actually worked at HEB for over a year. Okay, those of you from Texas, forgive me if I laugh. I always have to laugh. HEB is the initials of the guy who founded the grocery chains. It's his initials. And his name is Howard Edward, and who can guess what the B stands for? Natural Bridge Caverns, Discovery, Schlitterbahn. Let's see, there we go. Get you some good lighting. Let's see. Nightbot, calm down. Aaron, are you getting in trouble again? Be careful with that, Aaron, because the Nightbot, it might boot you. I have to override it. Let's see. Gruen Historic District at the Water Tower. An image of Ralphie Bolin crossed your mind. So, Crazy Chill, when you found the song that reminded you of Ralphie Bolin, did it have banjo in it? Go tubing. San Marcos River. I've heard San Marcos River is supposed to be beautiful. And then there is Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. How cool. I've never been there. It's the one park in Texas I really haven't been to. And then Tanger Outlets. We've actually got one of those in Branson too, but that's the one for San Marcos, Texas. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. And I'm happy that my videos are a blessing to you. Let's see here. Is that the Beast rose in the background? No, it is actually the rose that my wife gave me for Christmas. So it is a rose. It's a chocolate rose. I just haven't eaten it yet. When am I going? Ooh, Michael, I wonder what happened. Uh-oh. Yeah, watch the caps, guys. When am I going to Ark Encounter? We are currently planning the end of May to go to the Ark Encounter. We can't set official dates yet because we've got to wait until my wife is out of school. And we have to see if they have any snow days that delay that or not. So right now, the current plan is the last week of May to go to the Ark Encounter. And then hopefully the St. Louis Zoo, but we will see. I'll know better probably March for sure if we're going to do that. Let's see here. Didn't think under new management was that bad. Okay, it wasn't terrible, but good to see you, Alex, by the way. Everybody say hi to Teach Us Media. If you liked all the stuff from the October trip to Walt Disney World, give Teach Us Media a big, huge thank you, because he's the one that made that possible. He is also the one that's making Disneyland possible. So, thank you, Alex! More fun. Hey, Craig, just wait until this February trip. We've got at least 2 days that we're going to be hanging around Aaron and Laurel, and I know we're going to be harassing them. If y'all want to see the way that Aaron and Laurel and I and my kids get along, go back and watch the more recent video from Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and you can just see a little bit of the teasing. I don't put it all on there, but we have a great time together. So, thank you, Michelle. Good. I'm happy I said it right. I was kind of like, okay, I'm sure it's not pronounced the way I initially think, so. Willowbot. Ooh, I ought to check and see if I could do that. That would be kind of funny. But, oh, and yes, Aaron owes you a big thank you as well, because, well, Aaron knows why. Let's see. Okay, so I have 2 more boxes here. This one just came. I'm actually going to save Craig's for last. Partially because he's here, and partially because it was the last one to come. This other one is from Barry. And there's my box cutter. But yes, Alex, Aaron Chanica there is the one that is going to be going to Disneyland with us, and Alex is helping make that possible as well. So, by the way, in fact, let me just mention this. I'm going to throw you under the bus here a little bit, Aaron. Everybody, think, if you pray, pray. Otherwise, think kind words or whatever you wish for Aaron's mom. Aaron's mom had a kidney transplant, first week of December, I believe. There was an infection, and so he basically spent all of December helping to care for his mom and helping to clean the wound, and yeah, she is doing better, but please keep her, remember her. Also ask for prayers for one of our high school students here in town who had a car accident yesterday. Broke her back in 2 places, collapsed lung, broken nose, and some other things. I'm hoping to get up to see her tomorrow or the first part of this next week. So I don't want to give her name because I don't know if I'm technically allowed to do that. I got to respect privacy, but just want to give those out there too. And yes, Alex, I'm bummed that we won't get to see you in October. But, oh, here's something else with the October trip. And I don't know for sure that this is going to work yet, but I have a possibility of getting into Club 33. Fingers crossed, hoping. So, I've still got some things I have to work out, and I hope that will happen. Oh, I've got birthday presents here. Barry's going to spoil me with this box. This is what I am looking at. But we've got that, and we've got several other things that will be happening with it. And I just went totally... Oh, I'm hoping to get some collabs done, both on this trip in February, as well as Disneyland. I am working on collabs with several people. Jennifer Oaks should be a definite on this trip. I am trying to get several others done. I don't want to throw out names until I know we're going to do it. There's a couple that are very big names that I hope will work out. There's a couple, most of them are bigger than I am, but I'm really hoping that it will work out that we can do several of these. So I currently have 4 names that I'm working on that I think if they all happen, y'all are going to be very pleased. But I definitely want to do more collabs this year. So here's Barry's card. The day you were born, the future of the galaxy improved. I don't know if I can say this one on the air, Barry. Happy bleep day to a galactically great kid. Is that cursing? I don't think so. Thank you, Barry. This is going to be fun to open. In fact, I need to watch my time here to make sure I don't run over. Because, yeah, I've got 15 minutes and I still have another box to open. Oh, lots of stuff going on. Good to hear that your mom's kidney is working well. Let's see. So we have... Oh, this looks like pictures. This is it's a big envelope. I'm trying to get it all there. Have not heard from the trackers. Don't know. The trackers don't really do a whole lot of collabs. So they're ones I'd like to, but I haven't been able to really talk to them very much. So we'll see. Big happy birthday from all of us. Oh, wow. Okay, this is cool. So I was talking about things that the characters will sign. Let me see if I can hold this up here. So you can see that there's Anna, Elsa, Mulan, Pluto, Goofy, Minnie Mouse, Chip and Dale. That is really awesome. So, thank you, Barry. That's so cool. That is really cool. And I've got like 4 packages here, and I'm going to try and do these quickly so I can get them all in. But well, see, Alex, if you come at the beginning of October, I could get you in probably. I've actually had 2 different people offer me the possibility. So if I can get one of them to work out, I will be really, really excited. So we got another shirt here. He sent me a couple really nice shirts at Christmas. Oh, that's cool. Nice and simple. I'm on a mission from God. Very nice. Thank you, Mary. Let's see, trying to... Barry's just totally spoiling me here. Oh. Another shirt. See if I can get this all unfolded here. And my box is going to fall. That is awesome. Dr. Pooh. That just opens up so many bad jokes. But that is very, very cool. That one I'll be wearing on my next Disney trip, probably. That's such a cool shirt. And then I got 2 more packages here. Margaret! You got one! One of these is for my wife. I think this is... No, it might be SirWillow. Never mind. I'm just not reading right. Lenny, no, not Adam the Woo. So, and actually, I'll address that here in just a second. Ooh, this is cool. Take 4 years of Spanish, and all I know is, por favor, mantena Alejandro de las puertas. I can't even talk English today, let alone Spanish. But that's very cool. Adam the Woo, I probably will not be getting together with for one simple reason. He still has videos posted up that show him breaking rules at Disney and trespassing in areas. And I am definitely not a proponent of that. If you were to remove them, apologize, that'd be cool. But in fact, there have been a few videos going around lately that show people going in places they shouldn't at Disney, and I am not a fan of trespassing and going backstage when you don't work there and things like that. So that's basically my deal with Adam the Woo. He's got some good stuff, but I just can't support the other stuff. So, and then this is this bright pink. This is why I thought it was for my wife at first. Because it's pink Mylar. And this one is Divided Allegiance. Okay, that is cool. Checking Star Wars. That's awesome. So, yes, he's still banned from Universal. And that's part of it, too, is while I do not work for the parks, and while I like having my independence and freedom to be able to say things I don't like, at the same time, I do not want to pick a fight and provoke it with them. And I would be afraid if I did something with somebody who's banned from one of the companies, that's kind of what I'd be doing. So, Justin Scard is definitely a possibility I would love to do, but he also, again, doesn't do a whole lot of collabs, and he's, just because he is so big, there's people that are constantly trying to do weird things to Justin, so he's very hesitant on stuff like that. Did I hear somebody stole Buzzy? There's a lot of rumors, but no confirmation on that, Kathy. I am waiting to find out if it's true or not. Actually, one of the things I read today is it may even... Buzzy's clothing was actually stolen, like, early last year. And there was rumors that actually some of the Disney techs may have just moved Buzzy to keep him safe. But nobody really knows for sure, and Disney isn't going to talk about it. So, what about TPF? Possibilities. Send me a link to them, Lenny, and I'll see what we can do. Michael, that sounds like it would be totally awesome. I would love it. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, Buzzy, I really don't know. Personally, I kind of think Disney just removed him because he was not a small figure. If you don't know, Buzzy was actually one of the figures over at the Wonders of Life Pavilion for one of the shows there. And he's not a small animatronic. It'd be like trying to carry a person out, a very heavy person. It's going to take a couple people, and I don't know how they could get it through the gates. So I don't think he was stolen. I think Disney just moved him. But yeah, Lenny, send me a link to TPF, and that way I can look them up. Let's see. Let's see. Did they make an arrest in connection to the clothing theft? I'm not sure. I think so, Colin, but I'm not sure. Is Rib House gone at STC? Yes, it is. They tore down the Rib House 2 days after Silver Dollar City closed for the season. So it is gone. Just about everything that was on the lake side of the walkway there at Silver Dollar City is now gone as they prepare for new stuff for next year. So this box is from Craig. Barry spoiled me with all these shirts. Awesome shirts, too. I got all sorts of new stuff to wear on videos now. So, hello, let's see, Gaiula? I hope I said that right. You have to tell me if I said that right or not. Has anybody been to the Disney park in France? Pudge, you need to go watch my videos from last March. I spent almost a week there. It's awesome. Fantastic park. So from Craig, SirWillow, happy birthday. I've enclosed several things I hope you'll like. Bubble Wrap 1. Yes. Always use bubble wrap. Since you said they don't sell them at Silver Dollar City, please keep the survival kit in your camera backpack for future emergencies. Oh. I'll bet I know what he's talking about here. Let me kind of dig through, and I'm guessing it is... Let's see, is it this one? Yep. So, it is memory cards and cables and cords. If you watch my last video from Silver Dollar City, I got out there, and I realized that I have left all my memory cards at home, and Silver Dollar City didn't sell any. And then I went to charge my phone so I could shoot things, and I had brought the wrong cable for my phone. It's like, oh, it was a bad day. So thank you so much, Craig. 264 gig micro SD memory cards, a Nikon proprietary USB compatible cable, and a micro USB-C. Thank you, Craig. That's awesome. Yes, I will find it usable. Useful. Usable? Bubble Wrap 2. Quite a few years ago, I was trying my hand at pin trading and bought multiple grab bags of pins. I ended up not doing as much as I expected, so I'm sending you some overstock. Ooh. With a little luck, most are not fakes or scrappers, but feel free to toss any that are. I hope you can find some in this bag that you either will add to your collection or use as trade stock. Ooh, now see, while I don't want to keep scrappers, I don't want to get scrappers. If I do end up with them, I do end up keeping them. One, so I don't give them to other people, and that, I feel terrible if I actually wasted a pin, but wow, there's a whole bag of pins here. That's going to take a while to go through. Here, it lets you just kind of see some of the pins, and there's all sorts of stuff in there. I'll let you kind of look at the other side, and that's going to take me a little while to go through. Wow. Ooh, in fact, I see one that I've actually been looking for. See if we can get this up. It's Dale saying, Aloha. That's actually a pin I've been looking for, Craig. So, hey, right off the bat, you got one I'm looking for. Very cool. Let's see. I'm actually going to read your letter out of order here, Craig. It's a little different. As a bonus, I added 2 Disney items that came across, duplicates of while digging out the pins. Sorry, no as seen on TV Ginsu knife, but there's a couple inside-out coasters. And then an official guide for the Star Wars Half Marathon weekend. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. And it's got all sorts of stuff in it. That's awesome. And then I'll go back up the letter. Manila envelope. After church on Christmas Eve near home, we often drive a few hours and spend the night in Dayton, Ohio hotel to break up traveling to see my wife's relatives in Illinois. The 25th and 28th. This year I noticed a brochure rack in the lobby, which made me think of you. And there is a whole stack of brochures. And all sorts of stuff here. Piat Castles, Ohio Caverns, Chocolate, the exhibition. That sounds like fun. Miami Valley, Underground Railroad Freedom Center. Ooh, the history nut in me. Like that. Tecumseh Outdoor Historical Drama, riverboats. There's all sorts of things here. I'm going to drop them if I'm not careful. Let's see. The zoo, Sydney, Ohio. Hey, Ark Encounter. Looking forward to that. Living Word Outdoor Drama. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. One of these days I'm going to actually get out there. That's another place I'd like to go. The Newport Aquarium in Dublin. Wow, this is cool. I've got a big old mess here now. I got stuff everywhere. Thank you, Craig. That's awesome. Happy birthday. Thank you. Sydney. Okay, Sydney Long, I'm sorry. I'm going to laugh at you. What is your favorite ride at Silver Dollar City? How many times has this question been asked tonight? Okay, so somebody answer Sydney's question for her. So thank you to all the happy birthdays. Let's see. Even if it's backwards. Thank you so much, Larry. Oh, gosh. I wasn't expecting that. Have a magical time. I definitely will. Absolutely. So. Oh, and Lenny, I completely agree with you. But at the same time, I will not support the sin. How's that work? Once the sin gets actually repented of, then we can talk. So, but no, I don't hate Adam the Woo. I just won't work with him as long as he's got stuff there. So I don't want to encourage other people to do the stuff that he's got on his channel, if that makes sense. Thank you so much for liking the bloopers. That's awesome. I try to let y'all know I'm a human being, and yes, I goof up. So, Railroad Volunteer sells STC or Frisco pins. Ooh, it might sell Frisco pins. That would be interesting. STC gets to sell Frisco because Frisco actually laid down the tracks at Silver Dollar City originally in exchange for the name being on there. So. Caleb, I actually saw that video of the Alfie and Ralphie robbery at Dollywood, and it was weird. They would have some of the lines from Silver Dollar City, but then they would mess them up and blend them, and it was a strange robbery. It was definitely fun to watch. I was like, nah, we did it better at Silver Dollar City. So, yep, there you go. So notice all the answers to the question. So, let's see. What is a good Bible verse for a beginner to read? Start at the book of John. That would be my suggestion. John or Matthew. So wait, I'm human, not an AA? I don't know, as long as the wires don't come loose. Rebecca, thank you so very much for the birthday gift. I appreciate it. Y'all are blessing me. I can't wait to wear some of these shirts around town and everything. So, hey, Aaron, you made it in. Yay! Outlaw Run or Time Traveler? Depends upon the mood I'm in. Both fantastic rides. I should do reaction videos sometime. What would you like me to react to, Lion Blade? Okay, so here's a wacky thought I had, and I don't expect this. Really do not expect this to happen. But I was thinking, wouldn't it be totally cool if when I was out of California, somehow I got a hold of the Fine Brothers and I could make it over to Burbank to do a series of react videos with them? Yeah, I'm sure it won't happen, but I thought that would be totally cool. Okay, just dreaming. But yeah, just let me know what you'd like me to react to. Orange cables. I'm trying to figure out what orange cables. I'm not sure. What are you talking about, Frostyak, for real? So, would I trade pins if we send a self-addressed stamped envelope? I don't send pins in regular envelopes. I send them in padded envelopes wrapped in bubble wrap. So, no. First John, no. I mean John. There's the... Okay, you have the Gospel of John, according to John, which is the story of Jesus, and then you have 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, which are short letters, and they're at the back. So read the book of John, because it's going to talk about Jesus' life. Any of the Gospels are a great place to start. Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. Those are good places. Is there still time to become a patron and get a postcard? Yes! In fact, I showed it at the beginning of the video, but postcards! Sign on before January 15th. You will not be billed until February 1st. So, yes, definitely time to sign on and get the postcard. And if you're a patron, make sure I get your address so I can mail them to you. So, Marcus Jacob Ensley, happy birthday, Marcus Jacob Ensley. I can definitely do that. So, and I think that's everything. Yeah, Fine Brothers, I think, would be so cool. I was actually looking it up the other night while I was trying to sleep and just kind of going, you know, that would be so cool. Is Ninjago a good show? I honestly don't know, Marcus. I'm sorry. I've never seen it. That doesn't mean it's good or bad. I just haven't seen it. Wow, there are some cool pins here, Craig. He's even got extra backs. That's always comes in happy. I'm going to be sitting here poking around for a little while. I actually got another one of those series as well, so that could be cool. All sorts of stuff. So, thank you, Craig. This is going to be fun. I'm going to be poking for a while. There's probably like 50 pins here. All sorts of pins. So, too much stuff. Okay. Awesome, Kathy. Thank you so much. Yeah, and what I'll do for the patrons that send their addresses, I'll make sure I get them all in a file, and I will have these things all ready to go. So, looking forward to it. Whoa. Okay, T-Chess, you just totally blew me away. Napa Rose, thank you so much. Wow. Appreciate that. I will book a meal just for that. Absolutely. So, thank you, Alex. Thank you, Crazy Chill. This has been fun. Whew. Okay, I'm telling you, Alex is incredible. Alex, again, he's the one who Teach Us Media. He's the one who covered us last October. He's the one who's taking care of Disneyland. That's why I say, everybody say, thank you, Alex, because he is absolutely incredibly awesome and blows me away every chance he get. In fact, here's something else for Alex. Okay, we talk about pins. This is a pin that Alex gave me in October. This is a pin that you can only get if, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's $100 to the Conservation Fund. So that is $100 pin, essentially, right there. And he gave that to me. It's like, oh, and no, it's not coming off of this card. So, amazing. But, woo. See if we can get it back in there so it doesn't fall. So, and no, he is not rich. Don't think that. Alex and I have had some discussions about that, and I have some good ideas of how Alex's finances work. No, he is not rich, but he does work very hard to make some things possible. So, and it's stuff that anybody can do. But, so, you left me speechless, though, Alex. Thank you so much, everybody, for the mail, for the birthday wishes. Don't forget the meet and greet February 23rd at Disney. Don't forget to sign on for Patreon. If you want a postcard, there's a link below. Help me get to 30,000 subs. For those of you who are a little nervous about Patreon, if I can get to 30,000 subs, there'll actually be a join button on my YouTube page, and you can sponsor that way as well. All sorts of stuff like that, but 30,000 subs, help me get there. Giveaways. In fact, I might even include some of the pins that Craig sent me, depending upon which ones I want and what there might be there, because now I got all sorts of pins and traders, and we've got all sorts of stuff. So thank you so much, everybody. To special pin column, that would be really cool. So when am I planning another Disney World trip? Sydney. I'm going to assume that you got here really late, Sydney. I will be at Disney World end of February. February 23rd is my meet and greet. I hope to see everybody there. If you want to know dates of any of my trips and my meet and greets and everything, go to my Facebook fan page. I will have all the meet and greets set up as events there, and it's easy to keep track of all that kind of stuff. So, same location as last year. Absolutely. We will be over by the Cirque du Soleil. The nice thing is there, if we end up with a nice sized group, we're not in the way of anything and we're not attracting attention. And so it works out really well that way. So yes, Cirque du Soleil, 11 a.m. on February 23rd. And I think that is everything. Yeah, 30,000 subs. Actually, I might have eaten that many subs thinking of it. So, hey, Subway put me through college. I worked at Subway all the way through, and that was my dinner a lot of times. So thank you again so much to everybody for joining me. You all have you really have blown me away, and I really, really appreciate your blessings. So thank you, and thank you. And don't forget to look out for the videos coming up this next week. There's some fun ones coming.